Alright, I'm back, and I'm here in the utility room shop, and I'm at the lathe, and I've got the short end of the arbor chucked into the lathe, and I have the heat gun, which I use for doing this kind of soldering here, and the solder. I've added the chamfer with the tool here. I have the pieces put back on that will not be able to be installed without removing the lifting piece, which I really don't want to do. So we're ready to start heating this to apply the solder. And I'm going to see if I can mount the camera in the tool post of the lathe here. Take the wrench here. Take the tool holder off and put it in the let's see. Put that where what's happening here can be seen. Slide that over. You get a flat wrench and adjust the angle of the tool post here, where I can give you a better view of what's going on. These are very thin screws. You need a very thin wrench to adjust them. I usually have one or two of them tight because I want to be able to make adjustments quickly. And shim that up a little bit there with the tool. So, okay. How's that? Can you see me? Let's adjust that a little bit better. Oh. What? Need to put some more shimming material in there. Oh, this is thicker. Yeah. How's that? Okay. So what I need to do is get this adjusted to where it's about where it needs to be, which I've got a mark scribed on there. It needs to be about there. Put the tweezers there. And get the heat gun on. And low heat, I think, will be sufficient for this. Let's go see what's going on. Start heating the gear and the shaft. Let me take the chuck key out so I can spin this over by hand. This is one of the reasons why I mount it in the lathe. I take the belt loose and then I can spin this by hand. When you see it, I'm not worried about it being slightly out of round looking like it is. It's not chucked up in there for precision. And I'm going to have to make an adjustment here because things have moved around on me while I was rotating them. And I dropped the solder. Okay. So I got a pair of tweezers here handy. I can get this lined up where it needs to be. About like that. We'll let it keep heating up a little bit like this. Until I think it's sufficiently hot. To do that, we'll take a piece of solder. Touch to this and see if it'll melt yet. If I have to, I can use the high heat setting to get a little bit better results. Okay. Getting some heat enough that we are causing that to melt, the solder to melt, but we still don't have it hot enough to melt when it touches the arbor or the gear. So a little piece of solder there. Okay. Moved on me again. Don't want to let it get too hot. It's easy to do. Start seeing discoloration on the gear where it's been overheated. Oh, video one? Okay. take a little bit of cleanup here, probably. Got a nice glob of solder on there. It's going to create a nice fillet. In about position. Okay. Now we need to hang this up so it'll cool off. Unplug it. What I like to do is there's a metal slide on this desk. It slides out. I set it on there. Okay. So this is what the rough soldering job looks like. Now it needs to cool and to be trimmed with a file and other various tools to make it look nice, and to check it for soundness. You can see I did get it a little hot. There's a little bit of discoloration there, but not much. It should be just fine. So let me turn the camera off and I'll return with the finished product.